Hello, everyone, and welcome to the About Healing podcast. This is a show created for those on or awakening into their spiritual journeys who are ready, wanting, and learning how to heal themselves. I'm your host, Cherie Buckman, medium and spiritual healer. Join me as I share my unfiltered perspective in healing, creating a place of love and understanding for all, reminding us that we are in this life together and never alone in our struggles. To learn more about me and my purposeful work, visit my website at cheriebuckman.com. Let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode of About Healing podcast. I am so excited because, I just have some amazing things going on, and I really just wanted to take a minute and share them all with you. And so, to start, I really can't believe it. You may have already seen the post that I posted a couple weeks ago, but feedspot.com, feedspot.com has a blog, and this blog is entitled 90 Best Healing Podcasts You Must Follow in 2022. Guess who made the list? We did. About Healing Podcast took number 32 out of 90 on this amazing list. Whoa, I am getting chills right now just saying this out loud. I don't know if you can feel the excitement. Like, what? What? How is this even happening? This is, season one. I truly did not start this podcast for accolades or numbers or anything like that. This was truly about just reaching and connecting with people, even if it was just one person. Katie and I had that conversation when we very first started. Like, you know what? It's worth it if we are reaching at least one person. One person. And now to find out that we are reaching even more. Whoa. Anyway, it's amazing. Please take a minute to take a look, especially if you're interested in other healing podcasts. It is a great list of other healing podcasts. So if you want to dip your toe into another healing podcast and see if it works for you, take a look at the list and find out. I will post this on our social media so you can go directly to the blog. And not only that, I was researching something at some point. I don't even know what it was for, but it was in the last few days and I couldn't believe it. I put in healing podcast in Google search to find something. And again, blown away again, still can't believe it. It's just something I have to share. It was super random. And guess what pulled up on the very top of the search? Okay, not the very top. The 11th spot on the top of the list. About Healing Podcast was on there. Again, I'm so blown away by this, of seeing the podcast being listed in other places, and to be on a Google search towards the top of the list is mind-blowing. So I'm going to take this quick moment and just express my gratitude. This gratitude goes to each and every one of you listening. Because of the listeners, it is allowing other people to listen. Word of mouth is going out. I don't know what's happening. It's the energy, the universe. It's I guess everything all combined. I don't know. I'm growing. I'm learning. We're all doing this together. And I just want to say thank you, which brings me to want to talk about Freebie Friday is another way for me to give back to my listeners. I created Freebie Friday that starts this Friday. It's already going on, actually. You'll need to go back and find the post from yesterday. It went up yesterday, Monday, on our social media outlets, which is Instagram and Facebook. So you'll go on there, and just so that you are aware, this is a monthly drawing. This is not every Friday. Okay, sorry. I can't afford an every Friday free drawing of goods. However, I am doing it monthly on the first Friday of every month. And within that, every month I will have a new or different call to action, something that you have to do to earn yourself entries to win these free gifts that I will ship directly to you. So this month's gift, I have decided to create kind of my favorite things, kind of a package. So if you've noticed in the last couple of weeks, I was doing posts about my favorite things to keep me grounded, that keeps me balanced. And so actually I put a little gift basket together of these items that you can take for yourself. In this basket, it is included with a journal, an herbal tea from one of my very good friends in her shop that she creates them herself. And lastly, you will also receive a healing crystal that will be intuitively selected for the winner by me. So once I know the winner, I will select the beautiful crystal with the intentions of healing energy for you personally. So these are the gifts that will be included for this week. So to earn the entries for this gift, for this drawing, you'll have to go to Monday's post. When I say Monday, I mean yesterday's post, August 29th, and do the call to action that it calls for. This month, it is requiring you just to follow. And if you're on Facebook and Instagram and already following, oh my goodness, you can earn these easily, but you have to comment on each outlet. You have to comment on that post and say that you follow, right? So you have to be active and you actually have to participate on that post. So just because you follow, but you did not comment, you do not get an entry. So make sure you go onto the post on Facebook and say, I follow, and I'll give you an entry for that. And then if you go over to Instagram and find that same post and say, I follow, I will give you a second entry. What? So this month you have an opportunity to have 2 entries. Just go on and just comment on each of those posts to earn them. That's it. That is it. And then on Friday this week, on September 2nd, I am going to go live. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go live. First time I've ever done it. It's super awkward. So I'm going to apologize in advance for any awkwardness that might come out because I have to play with this.
People are going to see the real you.
Without the editing.
It's amazing. You guys are going to love it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. It'll be cool. You get to win free stuff. And I will announce the winner and I will do it all live so you all know it's legit and it's happening. So it's super fun. And you know what? Side note, if you are a vendor or you create a beautiful products or you want to advertise your products on my Freebie Friday in a future month, email me separately and let me know about healingpodcast@gmail.com. And let's have conversations about adding your stuff in there. So there's one other thing that I really wanted to share that is actually a really big change for me in my purposeful work. And so I don't know if you have followed on my newsletter, because it was a big announcement on my newsletter. I've been to my website recently, but I'm going to share it here again. For my sessions in my mediumship and spiritual healing, I have changed my prices. Actually, I didn't just change them. I removed them. I removed all set prices from my work. I want to explain this and why and what are you thinking? I have run into and have felt a lot of people wanting the services or wanting a session, but they can't afford it. And I know firsthand what that feels like too, being before I started this work of wanting to receive help but not having the financial means to seek it out, especially something so unique like this. And when it is unique, it's usually expensive. I don't want to be expensive. And that was a purpose and definitely an intention that I set when I started this work. I don't want to get too expensive for anybody in receiving healing. So I removed it. The other piece of this, of why I wanted to do that, was yes, to make it accessible for anybody who needs it, but also one of the other big intentions that I have for this work and what I'm doing is I want to change the way this work is seen or thought about or talked about, removing the woo-woo away from it. Because it is so much deeper and more beautiful than that. This is not woo-woo, especially what I do. And so I am trying to create that change. And so I want to put the power and give that full power back to the client. Now it's all within your power to pay for what you feel it's worth to you. By doing this, I really feel I'm kind of creating a balance or a give and take in this because, some people are going to be able to afford a session, what they feel that it's worth, but some may not. And that's okay too. I believe in the balance. I believe in the universe. I believe in all of this. And you know what? And if you do not have the financial means, but it is worth something for you, girl, I am so into bartering. I love homemade gifts. Do you have a service that you want to trade with me? Let's get into this. I mean, that was how people paid for things back in time before money was really created. It was all about trading services. It was about all this. So who am I to put value in my work just to the mighty dollar? And it's not about that. yes, I do need to survive and I'm trying to create more. And the money does make it easier for me to keep creating beautiful things and putting it out to the world. However, that's not the only means. So get creative because I have faith and trust in people. I really do. And I believe that most people are good and honest. So always keep that in mind, especially if you were telling your friends or sending referrals that, that's all I ask for is that you're thinking about it that way. But I know from the history of all of my clients, they are amazing and wonderful. And I don't have any fears about what I'm doing in this. And I actually look forward to this wonderful experiment of love and faith. So spread the word to those you feel that need it. And if they were ever worried about finances, no longer should they be worried. Just have conversations with me, reach out. It's all good. Anyway, that's all this episode is. It's just really fun, exciting announcements that I really wanted to share with you all. I actually had a lot of fun connecting with you again on one of the off weeks of About Healing podcast. Until next week, you guys take care of yourselves. With so much love and gratitude, I want to thank you for listening to this week's episode. My hope today is that the message continues to guide you along your path to healing. You can find About Healing Podcast on Pandora, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast, or any of your favorite places to listen in. Follow and share the podcast on Facebook and Instagram, where you can find healing guidance, quotes, tips, insights, and chances to win free stuff. To ask questions or share comments, email me at abouthealingpodcast@gmail.com, or feel free to always reach me on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, be kind to yourself.